Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories in sunny and hot Margate, Florida. By the way, if you have questions, there's our telephone number. Some of the stuff I'm showing you today, you might have questions. It's just best to call us. Now, if you want to purchase the item I'm showing you, I will put a link at the bottom of this YouTube video for it. If not, you can call us. That being said, what do we got? Well, we got something old but new. What do you mean old but new? Well, we have the Undercover Ultra Flex, and as you know, we have done lots of videos with this cover. Now, what we have not done, I don't know if you notice here, this has a multi-function tailgate. That's right, you probably have not seen this cover with this truck. Why is that, Chris? Well, before I go into all that stuff right now, John, take a good look on this cover. This cover holds 400 pounds evenly distributed. It's a matte finish, so it's gonna hold up really good in the sun. It is a cover that sits in the bed, not on the bed, so you're gonna have a nice flush look here. And it comes with a 5-year manufacturer warranty. Now, if we install it for you here at our store, what do we do for you? Well, if we install it for you, there's a promotion going on where the warranty gets doubled. That means 5 years goes to 10 years. Really good warranty. And I put a 1-year labor guarantee on all our work. So that's really great. So that being said, you saw how it looks. I'll tell you some of the things you need to know. Now, as you know, we are well known for working on multi-function tailgate ramps. And as you know, there's a corner bracket that prevents covers from working here. Now, we have done the retracts. We have the back flip MX4, and that was basically the only 2 covers you could get with that. Today, you get an option of the undercovers now. You can do the Armor Flex, Ultra Flex. So now let's go in here. You do have a left and right mechanism. So if you're on the driver's side or passenger side, you can open this up. So you also got a nice little triple seal here. It's gonna do a better job of keeping the water out. Speaking of water, I know a lot of people are gonna ask me, hey, is it waterproof? None of these are waterproof. Now, if someone tells you they're waterproof, they're just basically, you're not educated on the product. If you go on the manufacturer website, it's gonna say a weather resistant or water resistant product. What does that mean? It means you could see small amounts of water will find its way into the bed, but generally not larger parts. Okay, because what they have done here, if you look here, there's actually a fairly large seal here. Now, that does a great job of keeping the water up, but if water does get past the seal, if you look here, there's a drainage system. So water, instead of going to bed, catches in here, and there's tubes in the front, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. It shows you where the water will drain out. Also, if you notice on the bottom of this has got a bed rug. Now, what I like about the Undercover, it is 2 pieces of metal, right, with an installation, and then of course this has insulation on the outside. Why is that good? Well, remember I mentioned it holds 400 pounds? It's because it's a dual piece of metal. Now, a lot of covers will do a single piece of metal. Now, I'm not a big fan of single piece of metals. Why is that? Well, I'm in Florida. The heat goes right through that like a pan and bakes the inside of your truck. So if you're, let's say you have things in the truck, that heat just it gets in there and really does a terrible job to really making a nice little steam room inside the truck. Having 2 layers with insulation, besides holding more weight, it keeps the temperature in your truck more moderate. It's not gonna be air conditioned, no. But if you pick up the groceries, you really don't want your back of your truck super hot. So I like dual pieces of metal. I prefer to sell that. Even though I do have some manufacturers that do single piece of metals, and then there's some manufacturers I don't even touch and they do single piece of metal, just because if you come here and they say, oh, I want this brand, I might say, I could get you that brand, but I won't sell you that brand. They'd be like, why? Because it's not a good brand. I stay away from brands that have problems. I say with companies like Undercover and a lot of the companies I work with, I like their product. They're very, very few problems you ever have, and if you do have a problem, they'll fix it, and that's important. Now again, I'm gonna reach in here, flip this over again. Now, if you notice, you got your hardware is black. It used to be silver, and it looks a little better. It matches everything. So that's some of the small changes. Now, if you come around here, John, you'll see I got this little mechanism here to secure the cover. So you can drive with this like this. Now, you do want to do both sides. It does a better job of securing it. Now, when you're not using it, this goes in here, and guess what? It makes a nice little handle in there and works really well. So now what I like about this one, this is not just, I know a lot of phone covers, it's only 2 folds. That means fold once, fold twice, and stops. Not on this one. This has the 3rd fold, so this is gonna go all the way up. Now I'm gonna lean it up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do here. Basically, I'm going to lock this in place. Now there's two of these. You got to use both locks. Now that I have this open, I want you to look inside here, and you'll see this has the manufacturer brackets for the multifunction tailgate. Now I've seen on people online, they'll get a regular Ultraflex and they just completely remove those brackets. Those brackets need to stay in the bed. Now we have videos where we replace them with even stronger brackets, and that helps the bed, because these actually, when you have these open over here, because this is a multifunction. So yeah, let's see if I remember how this, oh, there we go. So when you have these open, sometimes there's going to be a little bit more weight from this onto this. Those brackets help with that, and that's why they're there. They should not be taken out, or if you take them out, you got to replace them with a stronger bracket. Now this cover does not require you to remove the brackets, and this is one of the first things that Undercover has done. And a little late to the game, by the way. They're not the first ones to do this, but they do it now. And so if you need this, you have this truck, you need a cover, now you have an option of getting an Undercover product. Now again, to remove this, you take and push a little button there, and then this kind of comes around here, locks in place. Take the little handle I showed you a minute ago, locks in place. Go ahead and close this up. Now you can close the cover while this up. I usually close the cover first. Now when I go to close this, I always try to push it in the middle. Now you can just push one side, but what happens sometimes, the other side, you hear that little click noise, did not lock. When you post them down in the middle, you got both locks. Nice tight fit, everything works. So if you got the multifunction tailgate, not a problem. You now have another option. Now if you like this cover, we can ship it anywhere in the country for you, or you can come to our store, we can install it for you. If you do the install, again, you get that double the warranty I mentioned earlier. All in all, we got you covered. Now if you get this and we ship it to you and you're putting it on, you're not quite sure, and a few questions, hey, I'm not really sure how that's working in the front there, it looks a little different, you can call us. If you buy it from us, you get us. Keep that in mind. Unfortunately, you go and buy it somewhere else, chances are they'll send you the wrong product, they'll sell you the one that's not made for this truck, and you're gonna say, why is nothing working? Best to deal with us. We know there's a different part number for this, so we will make sure we get you the right one. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories here in hot Margate, Florida, and I got the Ram 1500 with the multifunction tailgate, and this is the Undercover Ultraflex. Thank you so much.